Good morning, everyone, and welcome once again to Wacky Wednesday. Today is the second Wednesday of the month, and we are back again with Wisely Wacky Wednesday. Grandma Tales, the wise grandma tales. Ajicha Goshti. Well, today our story starts in ancient India, long, long ago when kings and queens ruled. This is the story of a king called Raja Shibi. Raja means king. King Shibi was famous for his generosity. If anybody asked him anything with love, he simply gave it away. If somebody said, "Hey Rajan, what you're eating is so yummy, may I just taste it?" he would give the entire thing away. If somebody said, "Hey king, that's a nice dress you're wearing," well, the next time he met the person, he gave the dress away. If somebody says, "King, you're painting with such nice crayons," the king gave away the crayons. "May I have that pencil?" "Of course you may have," said Raja Shibi. Whatever anybody asked, he simply gave away with love. So he was known far and wide for being generous and kind. And people simply loved him. One day, he was walking in his beautiful garden in the early morning. As he was walking, a frightened little pigeon came to him. "King, king, save me," said the pigeon. The king held the shivering pigeon in its hand and held him close to his chest. He stroked it ever so gently and said, "What happened, little dear one?" The pigeon said, "Oh king, there is a mean, mean hawk who is chasing me and he wants to eat me for his breakfast." The king said, "Don't worry. Now you are in my care." Soon enough, a fierce looking hawk with red eyes and panting arrived in the king's garden. He said to the king, "Oh king, please give me back my breakfast, my prey." The king said, "No, dear hawk, I can't return the pigeon back to you. It's now in my care." The hawk said, "King, you're being unjust. If you don't give me back the pigeon, I'm going to die of starvation. You will be doing injustice to me." The king said, "If it is meat you want, I have got chicken, I've got fish, I've got pork, I've got beef, I've got everything that you want, even a deer. Tell me, what do you want?" The hawk smiled and said, "Dear one, I am a bird of prey. I don't eat meat which is killed by others. I kill my own meat." The king said, "Now how do I solve this problem?" The hawk smiled. "The only way you can satisfy me is if you give the live meat from your body." The king said, "Of course, why not?" He called his sevaks and said, "Please install a big balance in our court." The hawk said, "Your flesh has to be equal to that of the pigeon." "Of course, dear hawk, you shall get it." He put the little pigeon and said, "Pigeon, don't worry. Nothing is going to happen to you." He put the pigeon on one side of the scale, and on the other side, he chopped off pieces of his flesh and put. But how much ever flesh he put, how much ever body parts he put, still the pigeon was high. He was too heavy, and the king's flesh was too light. The king was surprised. What's happening? There is no more flesh on me to give. At that moment, he just closed his eyes, prayed, and sat on one side of the balance or scale. The moment he sat completely, the pigeon rose up. The balance had tilted on the side of King Shibi. The pigeon's weight was now light. The king opened his eyes and said, "Hawk, take me." When he said that, by miracle, the hawk and the pigeon transformed into the god of fire Agni and the king of gods Indra. And they blessed the king. The king became even more powerful, strong, and beautiful than he was. They said, "O king, none of your flesh is gone. We were just testing you. We were trying to see how much of yourself can you give in generosity. Yes, dear friends, it is not your material things that you give that make you generous. How much of yourself are you willing to give? And why did I tell you this story today? This month is October. 5 years back, a beautiful dog adopted me. I went into the shelter. This little frail puppy was hiding in the corner of a kennel. We took him in our home. He became a part of our household. We became his pack and he became our strength. We started calling him Pluto, the lost planet, Dogny, Doggy, Mr. Woofer, and lots of lovely names. We fell in love with him, he fell in love with us. But when he came to our house, he was a little pup. And whoever lived with us became his pack. We had a helper with us then, and she too became a part of our pack. Few years down the line, she had to go back. And then Pluto refused to allow any more helpers to step in our home. Well, maybe he wanted to teach us independence or self-reliance. So, okay, we rolled up our sleeves and said, we will do all the work in the house. Dear friends, sometimes I work in the clinic very, very late and reach home even later. There's a lot of work piled up. We all chip in to do the work. My children, my husband, me, we all do it together. Yet sometimes the work is way too much. My body hurts. Sometimes I feel so tired and I want to give up. At that time, I remember Raja Shibi and I tell myself, once you have taken somebody into your fold, into your household, you don't step back. You roll up your sleeves and do the best you can to keep him with you and never let him go. Yes, Pluto is part of us. We are his pack, and the strength of the pack is the dog, and the strength of the dog is the pack. We will stand for each other. So all you little friends, if you want to adopt pets, don't buy pets, adopt them. Remember one thing, once you adopt, he is yours forever. There is no way of returning him back. However he or she is, he is your best friend. You have to bathe him, you have to feed him. Sometimes when he's scared, you have to calm him down. You have to wake up in the middle of the night if he is scared and whining. You have to sometimes put him to sleep. All this as you would do for your best friend ever, or your child, all those adults who are watching. Thank you on this point, dear friends. I wish you a very happy October, and I really wish all of you adopt beautiful pets, be it hamsters, be it cats, be it dogs, or whoever it is that you think you have a place in your home to give.